Hi, my name is Allison James-Frison. I am the founder of Girls, Live, Love, Laugh Incorporated. It's based here in Newark, New Jersey.
Boom. Wow. But stop.
What makes my organization unique and different from other girls because we teach the girls basic life skills. We host workshops on health and wellness, etiquette classes, sewing classes. Oh, they're always so excited because these are the things that are taken out of the school system. Home economics and basic life skills are no longer in the school system. So when we meet on Saturdays and they know that they're getting ready to sew a pillow, they're very excited and energetic and ready to go home and say, Mommy, look what I did today in class. And we also have our Fit Girls Rock Health and Wellness Clinic where we teach them basic life skills they get hands-on demos on how to cook healthy meals. So we're not just teaching them how to cook, we're teaching them how to cook healthy meals on a budget. So everything comes together. You're cooking on a budget, they're healthy, and you're learning how to cook. So we do a lot of things with the girls, and they absolutely love it. We also do college readiness classes. We take them on tours to colleges, let them know that education is important in their lives, and let them know that they have a voice. Well, it was one girl, I'm not gonna mention her name, a young girl, and she came to me one day because when I first started the organization, I didn't know how big of an impact I was actually going to make on the girls. I didn't even know it was going to last 10 years. And one of the girls came to me and she said she was 10 years old. And she said, Miss Allison. And I was like, look, she gave me a big hug. She said, I am so glad that you started this establishment for girls because we need it. And I looked at her like, She said, we really do. She said, we're off the hook. and she's 10 years old. So I said, oh, so I'm really making an impact on these girls' lives. And it pushed me to go harder, to not give up, because sometimes you want to give up. I see myself and all the, in teary-eyed already, and all the other girls that come within my organization. I am a survivor of many things: domestic violence, homelessness, gun violence, trauma. I'm a survivor of child sexual abuse. So the things that I have endured in my life, I'm hoping that with the assistance of Girls Live, Love, Laugh Inc., these girls will not make the same mistakes or have to go through the things that I went through and be silenced. Because I was silenced when I was young about my child sexual abuse. I have hidden it for so long that it was suppressed in me, which actually, it actually affected my health. So whereas I have a mental illness where because of the trauma I went through, I suppressed it so long that I have what they call something of a memory lapse. So it could be some things that from my 10-year-old and down, I can tell you what happened from being birthed to up to 10 years old. And it's frustrating sometimes because we could be at a family event and I could be sitting around my family and they was like, oh, y'all remember when we were, and I was like, where was I? And my sisters, they always making fun, like, oh, you was right there. I was like, well, I don't remember. Just yesterday, we was at an event, and a lot of people from my past were coming in, and my sisters and all of them knew them. They was like, oh, we live right across the street from you. I'm like, well, I don't remember you. Like, what do you mean you don't remember me? So because of the trauma that I endured, it really affected the way my brain developed and my memory. So my organization, we speak to the girls to empower them, to give them that self-esteem, self-determination, self-empowerment, to speak about things that are happening to you in your life and don't let anyone silence you. So that's a lot of the focus that the girls in my organization work on, and the women that are part of the organization, they went through some of the similar things that I went through. So we all have a story to tell. So it's just not like you're coming in on a Saturday and just being mentored about personal hygiene or etiquette. It's a story behind everything that we do. So for the college readiness classes, college wasn't something that was in my house. So I'm the first generation grad out of 10 children. I'm the only one graduating from college. I just received my bachelor's degree at the age of 50 years old.
Go girl.
Yes. And it was because of the girls. I went in it to empower them, but they empowered me as well. Because when you talk to them, I say, hey, what are your dreams? What are you inspired to do? Well, I want to go to college. And it's one day I just went home, I said, well, how am I going to help them? I never been to college. I can't talk to them about college because I never experienced that. So I woke up one morning, I said, I'm going to college. I called Essex County College and I said, I would like to enroll, but I just don't know how. So they called me and said, come down and we will help you. Something simple as not knowing even how to fill out a college application at the age of 45 years old. People just look at you and they think, oh, she has everything in order. No, we don't have everything in order. And that's one of the things that really irritates me, because they think that women, we have this women intuition, we're going to be all right because we help one another. No, we're not going to be all right. We all need help. So my organization focuses on girls just like me. Some of them come in, may not need help. They say, oh, my child is not at risk. Well, I didn't think I was at risk when I was young, but look how my life turned. You know, I've been kidnapped. I had a gun held to my head. I was pistol whipped. I was bruised at 10 years old, but I don't look like what I've been through. So we have to stop judging girls by the way that they look and let them speak and stop hushing them. I was in Rutgers University and I studied social work. And I did a paper on girls. And it was one article I read. It was two men. They went inside of a school and they wanted to see how teachers interact with girls and boys. And the teachers didn't even know that they were actually putting the girls down. When they came, they videotaped everything. When the girls come into the classroom, they say, oh, you're so pretty. I love your hair. Oh, you got pink bows. But when the boys come in, oh, you're so strong. You're intelligent. You're so brave. Why can't they use those same adjectives to describe our girls? They're strong, they're brave, they're intelligent. And when the girls raise their hands, they tell them to put their hands down. But when the boys raise their hands to speak, oh, Johnny, you have something you want to say? So as early as 10 years old, these girls are already losing their self-esteem by being in school, and teachers don't even know that they're doing it because it's not self-conscious. So they don't even know that they're doing it, but they're limiting their self-esteem. So when they get to high school, they don't want to speak. You know, they're somewhere just being quiet. I'm always telling them to be quiet, to be hushed. We can no longer hush our girls. And that's why I created the Girls Matter Walk. September the 16th is actually Girls Live, Love, Laugh, Inc. Day in the city of Newark. 5 years ago, Mayor Ras J. Baraka dedicated September the 16th as our day, as our Founders Day. So I was thinking about what can we do? It has to be something big for our Founders Day. And I was thinking, I was at the breast cancer walk. I said, wow, we have the breast cancer walk, we have the domestic violence walk, we have the Puerto Rican walk, but nothing specifically for girls. And we need it the most. So I went to my board members, we came together, and I said, hey, let's do a Girls Matter walk. And I didn't think we could pull it off, so we immediately reached out to the mayor, and he was supportive. I said, we're going to start a Girls Matter walk. We're going to bring all girls together from different walks of life. We're going to reach out to the churches, to the masjids, even to the LGBT community. Let them know that we're all in this together. Let's come out and support our young girls. Let them know that they matter. We can no longer push their lives aside. Black and brown girls are going missing every day in this country. Today, over 60,000 girls are missing, and there's no outreach or no outcry about it. No one's talking about it. We have to start making some noise about the things that are going on in girls' lives. And the Girls Matter Walk is a place where it can start.
Stop. Bye.
Well, one of the things we have to really pay attention to is social media. And that's one of the things that my organization is launching a social media workshops this year. The girls believe that social media is their lives. Not just girls, but girls in general, because that's the population that I work with. We have to let them know that social media is not their lives. What they see on TV is not reality. It's TV. They want to be like some of the women that's on television, these reality shows, but it's not realistic to them. So we have to tell them that respect your crown. We call them princesses. Respect your crown. Everything starts from within. If you're beautiful on the inside, it's going to show on the outside. You don't have to be half dressed or be loud when you walk into a room. If you're beautiful, if you hold your head up high, when you walk in a room, your presence is going to be noticed. So we have to really pay attention to their images, the way they present themselves, not just on social media, but in public as well. Well, what we're in the process of doing is hosting social media classes. And what we do, we'll take videos that the girls love, I'm not gonna mention any artists or anything, that the girls love that's not so positive. And we'll have them change those videos in something positive, even with the clothes that they wear. So we're gonna be like role playing. So if this was you on stage, how would you change what this artist said to make it into a more positive thing? Just to let them know that you can voice yourself and express yourself, but in a more positive way. It doesn't always have to be with curse words. It doesn't always have to be negative or putting your next sister down that's standing beside you. There's positive ways you can express yourself on social media or in real life. We always ask their opinion about what type of workshops do you want, or who do you want to facilitate your workshops? And they always say, well, we don't want anyone that look like our mom or their age. I'm like, well, I'm your mom age, but yeah, Miss Allison, but you're down to earth. You're just like us. You don't come in on a high horse. You meet us where we're at. So we can relate to you. We can talk to you. We can just tell you how we're feeling, and you'll be okay with it, and you won't judge us. With Black women, we have to be able to say, I want change, and accept the things that we have done wrong. Move on from your past. Don't let your past dictate your future, because I was so stuck on my past. Like, no one is going to want their daughter around me. I used to be an alcoholic. I ran the streets. I was homeless. What can I teach these girls? But I could teach them how not to be like me, how not to go through the things that I went through, and to enlist other women that have a story to tell. Not to put anyone down that were born with silver spoons in their mouth, but they cannot come into an organization with at-risk girls and teach them how to not be at-risk adults because they didn't experience it. You have to go through something in order to teach somebody something. Unless you're going to be a teacher in his textbooks, but if you want to teach them basic life skills and how to be survivors, you have to have gone through something. And women out here today, really, we have to get ourselves together. We have to stop being afraid of change, because that's what's going to save us. That's what's going to save our young girls. Share your stories with people, with young girls. You know, I told my daughter everything about me from when I was 10 years old all the way up to now. And she looked at me and say, you did that? I said, yeah, I did that. I was in the bar fighting. She goes, Mom, you don't look like the type of person that was in the bar fighting. I was like, girl, listen, I'll throw my hands up fast back in the day.
Boom.
For so many years, you know, I've been wanting to tell my story, but I didn't want to be judged. You know, there's a lot of judgmental people out there, regardless of how far I have came or how far I have come. It would always be that one person that would always say, but she did, not what she's doing now. Did you hear what she did? But let's talk about what I'm doing now. You know, how far I have come from my past. My past is where I used to be. I'm in a better place in my life. You know, I've forgiven all those who have hurt me because of my spirituality and just believing in Christ has got me where I am today. Oh, well, I'm a part of Alpha, Kappa Alpha sorority. I am in the Newark chapter, Beta Alpha Omega. And I just love the sisterhood. I cannot see myself being a part of any other sorority than Beta Alpha Omega of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority. You have to surround yourself with positive women. There's no way you're going to make it to the next level, the next chapter in your life without having a group of strong women behind you, guiding you, because you don't know everything. And you just have to. You have to have that support. And it's okay if you're not around the same group of women that you used to be around. You have to accept change. And if they're really your friends, they will accept the change with you. Because I went through a 360 when I started my transition into womanhood. Just because I was 30 doesn't mean I was a woman. There's a lot of things I didn't know. But when I woke up and I said, oh, this is it for me. I can no longer live my life like this. I can't get up every day and drink. I can't go to the club every Friday. I need something better for myself in life. And the first thing that I did was stop being around the same group of women that I was hanging around with. Not that I was better than them or didn't love them anymore. I just wanted to change for myself. And if I wanted change, it had to start with me. So here I am 10 years later, the founder of a nonprofit organization, an Alpha Kappa Alpha woman, a mother, a wife, a deaconess, a leader in my community, a career, a homeowner. I hold a title to my car when my cars were getting repossessed before. I was homeless, now I own a home. Somebody told me no man would never want me, but now I'm going to 7 years married with my husband. He's very supportive. God didn't bless me with any children of my own. Even my daughter here, she's adopted. But he put it on my heart for me to be a part of thousands of girls' lives in the city of Newark and neighboring community. And it was all because I woke up one day and said, I want to change. You have to change. How do I do it? It's just because I have to. If not me, then who? I have to continue. I can't start something and not start it. I can't go into these girls' lives and just say tomorrow will be our last day, the organization is closing. I just can't do it because I was once one of those girls. And one day they may need me as much as I needed somebody. So I just can't turn my back on them.
Boom. Wow. What? Stop. Bye.